From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Happy holidays from Weather NorCal and our sponsors. Have a wonderful holiday season.
Good evening, everyone. Do want to remind you before we get to the forecast that if you're new to Weather NorCal, did you know there's a 24-hour streaming channel you can have access to, obviously, 24 hours a day. Now, if you have a smart TV, say a Fire Stick or Roku, simple. All you got to do is download the app and you're good to go. However, if you don't have either one of these devices, most likely you have a smart TV. And you can just use the YouTube app on that TV, search for Weather NorCal, and before you know it, you're watching the 24-hour streaming channel. And by the way, if you use YouTube on your TV, you can also just watch the latest forecast that I've uploaded to YouTube. So a lot of great resources there. Gives you all the current conditions, 7-day forecast for 10 different locations. So check it out. It's really cool. A lot of you have kind of have said, hey, you know, I miss you on the big screen. You don't have to anymore. All you have to do is just watch that 24-hour streaming channel. All right, let's get you to Krueger's Quickcast here for your Wednesday, December 11th. And for tonight, it's still going to be quite cool out there. You know, we're talking about temperatures dropping to the upper 30s, low 40s, but with the clouds and the rain moving in, and yes, it is going to be wet here for tonight for pretty much everyone. Snow levels between 3,000 and say around 4,000 feet. So snow is going to definitely be a concern, especially if you have to travel tonight or even into tomorrow morning. So out the door tomorrow morning. Now, don't be fooled by this. You look at the valley and go, well, I thought you said it was going to rain. Well, it is overnight, but by the, say, mid-morning hours or so, the valley may be dry before the next round of showers comes in by the second half of the day. But bottom line, still looking at that chance for showers here even in the morning. But the bulk of the rain, the heaviest rainfall with this first storm system is going to be tonight and early tomorrow morning. And then just some scattered showers throughout the day tomorrow. So this is the storm right here. This is what's going to be barreling through as we go into the overnight hours. This is the one that's going to be coming in for Friday and into Saturday as well. Now the second storm doesn't look like it's going to move through quite as quickly and will bring us more rain and snow. But we kind of look over the Pacific here. It's a very active pattern over the Pacific. And that's all pretty much heading our way at least through early next week. So we walk you through the timing of it all here and looking at Futurecast here, 10 o'clock tonight. There you can see that round of some moderate to heavy rainfall. That's what I was talking about, snow in the mountains. I-5, most likely looking at chain requirements near Mount Shasta and Weed. Could be looking at some possibility of some snow even on Buckhorn Summit, Highway 36, and of course, with those higher mountain passes east of I-5, chain requirements there. Now, this is what I was talking about. It's going to move through pretty quickly because by 5 a.m., most of the rain and snow is off to the east. And yes, still some cool and unstable air will bring us some scattered showers. But by noon, we're seeing the next round of some showers kicking into the valley before really it kind of get a bit of a break here for Thursday evening, Thursday night. But if you notice behind me, that's what's going to be coming in for Friday and Saturday. And we'll take a closer look at that in our deeper dive forecast here in just a bit. But as I mentioned, snow is going to be a problem. Bottom line, if you're traveling in the mountains late tonight or early tomorrow morning, you're going to need to check the latest road conditions before heading out because I-5 could see some problems, as I mentioned, maybe even around Buckhorn Summit, Highway 36 west, and of course, many of those mountain passes here east of I-5 here for tomorrow morning. Conditions may improve, though, as we go through the morning and afternoon. But still some scattered snow flurries out there for those higher elevations. And the winds, oh boy, they're going to be gusty out along the coast here later on tonight and for Siskiyou, out towards central Siskiyou County, Shasta Valley, right? And so as we go into Thursday, though, yeah, those winds should start to die down and really no longer a problem here for Thursday afternoon. However, the winds are expected to pick up again for your Friday. So here's what we expect here for tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be in the low 50s. It's going to be a cooler day. And there will be some breaks in the clouds, scattered showers. Again, keep in mind, this first storm, the heaviest rain is tonight and early tomorrow morning. The rest of the day on Thursday, it's just scattered showers and snow flurries for pretty much everyone. So when we look at the 7-day outlook, it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? But this is your typical winter forecast for Northern California. and that is cool and unsettled weather pattern. That's essentially what we've got. Off and on chances for rain. And we're going to go into the timing of all of this as we take a look at our deeper dive forecast here in just a second here. But there you can see Siskiyou County, Modoc County, the Eastern Mountains. By the way, Siskiyou County, on average, your snow levels are around 3,500 feet. On average for Modoc County, 4,000 feet. And on average for the Eastern Mountains and generally for, say, Lassen and Plumas counties, about 4,500 feet. And that's all give or take. I mean, they tend to vary by day. But for the most part, we're not going to see the overall temperature change much, and that means the snow levels may not change much either. All right, so that is a look at your Quickcast. Hope you have yourselves a great night, but stick around. We've got a lot to talk about. And here's what I'm watching here for tonight to early next week. Off and on rain will pretty much be the case here. And at times, it will be moderate to heavy. Other times, not so much rain. In fact, maybe even dry with clearing skies. But periods of heavy snow with possible I-5 delays really each and every single day. I mean, every day that we've got that snow out there, it could create some problems out there on I-5 and, of course, everywhere else east and west of I-5. And, of course, we were talking about those gusty winds that'll continue for, looks like tonight, and then another round coming in for Friday as well. So once again, we take a look at the satellite image. This right here is storm number 1. This is storm number 2, and storm number 3 is coming in behind that one. So it's the cooler and wetter pattern with this active pattern over the Pacific, and it's all heading our way. All right, so let's take a look at our Futurecast here. Now, we saw this a little bit earlier, but we'll go into a little bit more detail here. So again, tonight at 10 o'clock, there you can see some of the heavy rainfall. There's the snow in the mountains. Travel is going to most likely be a concern. We take you into 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's the bulk of the activity. But see how things are drying out, just the cool and unsettled atmosphere. And there you can see the scattered showers here through the noon hour. And by the afternoon and evening in particular, there's that drier weather. Now, as we go into Friday morning, there's the next round of rain. This is storm system number 2. Now, this one is expected to move through slower. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So there you can see the showers. There's the snow up to the north at 6 a.m. on Friday. It pushes eastward, and then it stalls out by around midday on Friday. We've got some good rain. We've got some snow in the mountains. Once again, travel delays between 3,000 and 4,000 feet. Watch what happens. You see how it's moving this way and then it kind of tilts up this way. There's a reason for that because the area of low pressure is kind of diving down to the south, is causing the axis of that trough to kind of move more from southwest to northeast. As a result, it's going to be moving through a little bit slower, and that is why we expect more rainfall and more snow. Friday at 10 p.m., you see how it's beginning to shift eastward here, and it will continue to slowly shift eastward through the day on Saturday, giving us more rain and more mountain snow. So how much rain can we expect here through Friday night? Well, there you can see, I think we can see over 1 inch of rain for the valley, over 2 inches of rain possibly for parts of the coast. And as far as that snow is concerned, once again, I almost feel like I'm doing you a disservice by leaving Dunsmuir on there. I've done everything I can to try to adjust those numbers to try to equate the fact that that is a lower elevation, and typically Dunsmuir sees less snow than Mount Shasta. But you get the idea. I think Mount Shasta City could see 4 to even 8 inches of snow through Friday night at 10 p.m. Probably not that much in Boerne. It's a slightly lower elevation as well, but I still expect to see some accumulating snow possibly in Boerne, as we could see those snow levels drop down to the Boerne area. Shingletown also seeing some snow, and Chester could see up to 4 to 8 inches of snow as well, and Alturas about 1 to 2 inches. Taking a look at those road conditions here through tomorrow morning. Again, the areas in any area that you see is red or this pink color or any shade of blue, that's essentially snow that's going to be on the mountain highways. So looking at Buckhorn Summit, it's actually not picking up on any. However, if you are traveling tomorrow morning on Highway 299 West, please check the latest road conditions before heading out, because Mother Nature always has a way of surprising us. Highway 36 and, of course, east of I-5, those higher mountain passes most likely seeing snow. Now, you'll see that we're starting to see these colors dwindle, and that's because conditions should improve as we go through the day on Thursday, but still some isolated snow flurries could create some problems. Hey, today was the opening day of the Mount Shasta Ski Park. Look at that. People are out there snowboarding and skiing. What a great day for it. The clouds did kind of move in overhead. It was dry for the skiers, but that'll be changing here for tonight with more snow on top of what they've already got up there. Take a look at those forecast snow totals out at the ski park, and look at that. Through 10 p.m. on Friday, you could see a couple of feet of snow at the base of the mountain and even more than that in the upper parts of the mountain. So absolutely wonderful to see that. All right, so there's the storm system for tonight. There's storm system number 2. See that? There it is coming in Friday. See how it kind of stalls out? We see it kind of, that rotation kind of move through, but that is looking at Friday and Saturday, and then we take a look at Monday. There's a look at Sunday. It's dry, but Monday's system, that's what's moving through on Monday. Now, after Monday, it's beginning to look like high pressure is going to start to settle in. You see that ridge of high pressure right here? So these storms are butting up against that ridge. That storm just fizzles out. So does this one as well. So there's a look at Thursday. This one will most likely butt up against that ridge and will stay dry through a good portion of next week minus Monday. And the Climate Prediction Center is picking up on that. We're getting closer to the drier than normal conditions, and the wetter than normal conditions are up to our north. We're kind of in that normal category, but as we progress over the next few days, we'll probably start seeing more of these colors right here making their way over Northern California. We'll see. I mean, a lot can happen between now and some of these latest forecast model runs, but you get the idea. This wet weather pattern is not expected to last forever, but at least 4 or 5 days. There you can see through Tuesday, really mainly through Monday, you're talking 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain for the valley. And I think we can see more than 4 inches for parts of the North Coast. And of course, we take a look at that snow. Again, keep in mind, looking at the long-range forecast model just doesn't do a very good job at all with snow levels. So I don't want to do you a disservice by showing you numbers for an area that's not even going to see snow. And these might be overdoing it, especially for Bernie. But I mean, Mount Shasta City, yeah, you could pick up, 2, 3, maybe 4 feet of snow. Not all at once. It's going to be an accumulation after about 4 or 5 days, right? Chester, the same situation there. And of course, Chester, you can see 7 inches of snow when it's all is said and done, and out towards Susanville, maybe 6.5 inches. So again, some decent snow heading our way. That's going to mean headaches when it comes to travel as well. So just remember that the snow is nice, especially if you're a skier or a snowboarder, but not so great if you have to travel in the mountains. All right, the winds here for tonight. See how they're gusty along the coast? For Shasta Valley, central Siskiyou County, gusty winds there. A lot of the trouble spots are going to see that. But tomorrow we get a break from the winds, so that's good. However, another storm system comes in Friday, gusty winds along the coast, Shasta Valley, and the winds pick up even Friday afternoon. Even for the valley, you're talking 20 and even 30 miles per hour. And some gusty winds to the east, some gusty winds along the coast, gusty winds for Shasta Valley as well. So yeah, the winds are going to be a bit of a problem too. All right, let's take a look at those wave heights. And you can see they are going to be increasing as we take you into your Thursday and Friday. We kind of see they're kind of back off a little bit, and then they kind of pick back up again. So looking at your marine forecast for your Thursday, we do have that small craft advisory with those winds from the south at 15 to 20 knots, waves from the south at 4 feet at 5 seconds, and from west at 10 feet at about 14 seconds. All right, so let's take a look at your forecast for tonight. Temperatures are going to be right around 40, so not as cold, right? Because we have the overcast skies and, of course, the rain in the valley, snow in the mountains. So not the teens and 20s, but still 20s and even 30s for those overnight lows and low to mid 40s for the coast. All right, here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures are going to be in the low 40s for your daytime highs. I'm not going to talk about the timing of the chances for rain and snow here, right? But on average, snow levels around 3,000 to 3,500 feet in Trinity County. For the North Coast, we've got off and on rain. Looks like we'll dry things out, especially by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Still a slight chance for a lingering shower Tuesday, but it looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, and the rest of next week looking fairly dry. 52 degrees for Gas Key, about 48 degrees for Orleans, Willow Creek, about 50 degrees. And we take you out to Siskiyou County. You got those temperatures around 45 for Happy Camp, 38 for Tennant, and Dunsmuir, a high of about 40 degrees. Your Modoc County neighborhood forecast temperatures mainly in the upper 30s, mid to upper 30s for your daytime highs. And taking you out to the eastern mountains, 30s, even some 40s for some of the warmer spots like Shingletown at 42, 45 in Paradise. Otherwise, those upper 30s and low 40s. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. Temperatures in the low 50s. And of course, the heaviest rainfall is tonight, early tomorrow morning, scattered showers for tomorrow. 47 degrees for a high in Whiskeytown, 51 for the city of Shasta Lake, and 53 degrees in Red Bluff. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook for Redding. And again, we're going to see some breaks in the clouds tomorrow, but there's going to be scattered showers too. Then more rain for Friday into Saturday, a slower moving system bringing us more rain than storm system number 1. Sunday, we actually may see a bit of a break, maybe a chance here and there, but overall a bit of a break before storm number 3 moves through on Monday. Maybe a chance for a lingering shower Tuesday, otherwise dry for Tuesday, Wednesday, and getting slightly warmer with temperatures back in the mid to upper 50s. Thank you so much for watching. That is your evening update. I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and live on Coffee with Krueger at 7 a.m. Have a good night.
Wiggly mouth.
Woggy mouth.
No.
Painting.
Wiggy mouth.
It's Woogie Moth Painting.
It's Wogamoth painting, and yes, we'll paint anything.